Elijah Ware here with Steve Anastas as we're at Mamaroneck High School for the Tiger Tournament as the Mamaroneck Tigers get set to host the Alexander Hamilton Raiders. And Steve, it should be a good one as both of these teams are trying to make it to the championship.
Absolutely, and Hamilton is coming in on a hot streak, having won 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6, whereas Mamaroneck is on a 3-game skid after starting the season 10-0. It's been a very tough stretch for them right now as they're about to enter league play. They definitely want to have a strong showing as they host their own holiday tournament.
Most definitely. So the winner of this game will go on to play Rye in the final, and we have your opening tip coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Alexander Hamilton Red Raiders. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 0, Brandon Harris. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 3, Michael Napoli. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Daniel Barrera. At guard, a 5'10" freshman, number 21, Jalen Savage. And at forward, a 6'2" junior, number 32, Jordan Belcher. Head coach is Keith Wright, assisted by Kurt London and Robert Tucker. And now, here are your Mamaroneck Tigers. At guard, a senior, 5'10", number 3, tri-captain, Ethan Renner. Number 5, tri-captain, Gavin Zingini. At forward, a senior 6'1", number 20, Shane Smith. At guard, a senior 5'11", number 21, Tommy Martin. And at forward, a senior 6'5", number 24, tri-captain, Shar. Head coach is Tyrone Carter Jr. He's assisted by Babylon's Greg Cuddy and Robert Cruz.
We are set for the opening tip. Steve Anastas and I'm Elijah Ware. And we are ready for this Tiger tournament as Mamaroneck's Will Sarkozy wins the tip and Ethan Renner drives in. He kicks it out to Tommy Martin. Tommy Martin switches home with 2 to start off the game.
Elijah, I gotta tell you, that's exactly what this team needs. They need to come out fast and they need to come out confidently.
Right.
They have to make sure that they shoot the shots that they're given. They spend a little too much time looking for the perfect shot, using up too much of the shot clock.
And Coach Carver decides to go man-to-man to start this game as Tommy Martin hauls in a rebound and Renner brings it up the court.
And Sarkozy is going to be key here, seeing if he can get it going inside the paint.
And he's definitely the biggest player on the floor, so his rebound and crashing the boards, the offensive glass is going to be key. And this one stay with Mamaroneck as they set up the inbound play from underneath.
And talking to Coach Wright before the game, he mentioned that Alexander Hamilton wants to crash the boards and they want to get to the rim on offense. So it's going to be key for Mamaroneck to box out.
And we see Sarkozy inside for 2, right off the inbound play. Great pass from Renner as Sarkozy finishes, and Mamaroneck is off to an early 4-0 lead with 7 minutes left to go.
Good denial on that play, Elijah. They were able to make him take a tough shot. It did almost go down, but this is looking good so far.
And as you can see, Mamaroneck is attacking the basket, not just relying on the 3-ball to start this game. That ball is tipped. And Ethan Renner will set up the offense.
There's an advantage of high school basketball. The initial surge didn't work. They pull it back out, and they still have 18 seconds on the clock.
So the 30-second shot clock is now down to 6. As Martin swings this one to the corner, and this one is missed by Zingini. But the rebound comes to Renner, and he'll reset the offense. nearly travels, and he does. So the turnover forced from Brandon Harris, and Alexander Hamilton would take possession.
Always a frustrating situation. Anytime you go to the ground without dribbling, the ref is looking to call that travel at the first moment that you extend yourself, as Tommy did there.
So the freshman doing a lot of the ball handling for Alexander Hamilton, as this is a fadeaway shot from Michael Napoli. And Alexander Hamilton gets on the board as they set up their 2-2-1 press. And Mamaroneck has no trouble breaking this one as Tommy Martin gets inside and he's called for traveling again. And Alexander Hamilton will take possession.
He moved his pivot foot ever so slightly. I think that was Napoli guarding him down low. Oh no, yep. And that caused him to try and pump fake, and he moved his right foot during the pump fake.
So the freshman guard, Jalen Savage, is running the point for Alexander Hamilton as they swing the ball around looking for a crease in the Mamaroneck defense. And this one is tipped away, and I believe it was Shane Smith that tipped it away from behind. And Mamaroneck looking good defensively to start this game.
Possession, Red Raider.
It looks like they've done their work on film study because they seem to know exactly what Hamilton's trying to accomplish.
As this is a three pulled up and rimmed out by Tyrese Clerge. And the rebound comes down to Shane Smith as he outlets it to Renner. He gets it across the timeline, swings it to Smith, Smith over to Martin. And they're looking for some ball reversal, and this one was tipped, so it won't be backcourt. And Zangini drives in, kicks it out to Sharkozy, and Sharkozy goes up and gets another two. Will Sharkozy is definitely going to be key in this game. He's 6'5", he can stretch the floor, he can rebound. So Mamaroneck is definitely looking for him to do it all tonight if they want to come away with the victory. And this three ball is up and in from Brandon Harris. He has all 5 of Alexander Hamilton's points.
Sharkozy has been getting double and triple teamed down low. He's been fortunate here in the early going to have found some opportunities.
And Tommy Martin is on the floor again, and this is a jump ball as they continue to fight for it. And it looked like it was getting a little chippy.
I thought the exact same thing there, Elijah, but it turns out he was just trying to help him up. The problem was he was lying on top of him as he tried to help him up, so the ref couldn't tell whether that was a fight brewing or just some good sportsmanship, and it turned out to be the latter.
And you can definitely feel the energy in the building for this Tiger tournament. A lot of people here trying to see the home team go to the championship and face Rye as they got the win earlier. And this is Brandon Harris again as he takes it to the rack and he scores. And Coach Tyrone Carver Jr. wants a timeout as he wants to talk things over with this team. So we'll be right back with 3:58 left to go. Mamaroneck trailing 7-6. So we are back as this one is inbounded to Shane Smith. And Sharkozy. And this is Zangini as he's at the free throw line. Has it knocked away from behind. And Alexander Hamilton gets the steal as the freshman guard takes it into the paint. He goes up for 2, and this one nearly rims out and is put back by Daniel Barrera. And now Coach Carver wants another timeout as the first one wasn't a timeout. So he does indeed call a timeout as his team is down 9-6. 3:34 left to go in this first quarter. We'll bring back LMC Varsity Sports. So after the quick 30-second timeout from Coach Carver, Mamaroneck looks to get back on track as they're in a small early hold here to start this game, being down 9-6. And they go right into Sharkozy as he kicks it back out to Zangini. He puts up the 3 and it nearly goes back in. And the rebound comes down to Barrera as he pushes it up the floor, kicks it over to Harris as he looks for someone to make a pass to. And he finds the freshman Savage as he sets up the offense.
They're going to need Zangini scoring here if they hope to come out on top in this game.
So up top is Barrera. She swings it over to Harris. He gives a couple jab stacks, takes it to the rack. This one goes to the freshman Savage. It rims out, and the rebound comes down to the football player, Shane Smith, as he's going to be another key component to this Mamaroneck team, as he does all the dirty work.
Shane is a rebounding machine. He's able to get to all sorts of loose balls, and he's the best player they've got at boxing out, which is going to be crucial here as these high-flying Alexander Hamilton players are getting to the rim.
And see, that's what really makes the difference in a basketball game, especially when teams are evenly matched. Who's willing to do the little things? As Zangini gets to the rack and scores 2, but it's all in who's willing to do the little things to win the ball game, whether that's boxing out, whether that's contesting threes, and whether it's just making regular hustle plays.
Fantastic dribble drive there by Zangini as he's able to spin it in with English and get his first basket.
Barrera was called for traveling on that last play, so it'll be Mamaroneck basketball.
Renner is a pass-first point guard, which has been fantastic for the start of the season for these Tigers. He's going to have to look for his shot as well, because there are going to be times where he's not able to find his teammates.
Savage is stripped there, and Zangini comes away with it, and it comes to Shane Smith. Outlet to Renner, and he's off to the races. They try to trap him. This one swung over to Zangini. He gets into the paint, kick out to Renner. Renner for 3. This one is off the rim. And the rebound comes to Napoli. And it's now Savage as he navigates his way up the court. Harris goes in for a floater, and this one rims out.
Plunkett was trying to track down that rebound and knocks Zangini off of the rebound. Unfortunate effort play there.
Now Zangini on the left wing, over in the corner to Plunkett. Tommy Martin at the high post, he gets inside, kicks it out to Plunkett. It's now Zangini, a little float off the glass, too strong. And it's Plunkett with the rebound, and he is fouled. And I believe this one will be on the floor.
They waved it off, so I guess it's got to be on the floor. It did look like he was going up with the shot as it got hacked.
It's a good hustle from Plunkett as he got in there, got the offensive rebound, and regained possession for his team. Checking into the game for the Tigers, number 15, Ryan McIntyre, the sophomore guard. And this layup is missed. And it's now Savage as he makes his way up the court. And he's trapped. And he tries to make a pass, and it's deflected, and it comes down the rim. Tommy Martin on the right wing as he looks for a crease in the Hamilton defense. And Mamaroneck resets with Ethan Renner at the top. Martin thinks about it. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Plunkett in the corner, he's trapped, they're swinging around. Back to Renner, he drives, he fades away, shoots, and misses. And the rebound comes down to Harris.
They're going to have to find ways to shoot over that zone defense if they're going to be successful tonight. So far, they've closed out well on the Tigers on those three-point attempts, but they're going to have to find them at some point.
So both teams unable to get anything going too much offensively here in this first quarter with 10 seconds left. And this is Barrera. As he pulls up, he knocks down the 3. And that's a big shot to end the quarter. And this one is heaved from half court and missed. So at the end of the first, we have Alexander Hamilton leading 12-8. And that was a good defensive first quarter, Steve.
Definitely, and Alexander Hamilton came away with a couple of impressive shots that you wouldn't have thought would go in, including that last 3. But basically that resulted in the 5 points, which are the difference right now in the lead for Alexander Hamilton.
So a small lead for Alexander Hamilton after the first low-scoring first quarter. We'll be right back in the second quarter.
Stephen Astis taking over in the second quarter with Elijah Ware, Ethan Renner at the point. He's got Sharkisy, Zangini, McIntyre, and Plunkett. As Zangini shoots from the corner, rattles in and out, and here comes Alexander Hamilton back the other way. Foul on the floor as Jalen Savage pulled up after the foul. Alexander Hamilton will take it underneath.
Jalen Savage doing a good job of pushing the ball for Alexander Hamilton. And that's the main reason why they're out to this 12-8 lead, as you have Harris scoring as well as Barrera. But it's all starting with Savage pushing the ball.
Tigers playing a man defense here as Savage has it out up top. Zangini has him, draws him into the trap. And nice job by Shark as he's tipping that ball so Plunkett can come away with the rebound. Here comes Renner the other way. Good pass into Shark as he finds McIntyre. The ball is blocked from behind. Outlet pass a little wild, but Savage does a good job tracking it down. Plunkett, here comes the Tigers the other way. Renner gets it to Zangini. Up and in for the basket.
Zangini took that one hard to the hoop, never slowed down at all, and this is a turnover, so Mamaroneck is going to get it back.
So the frenetic pace for both sides has benefited Mamaroneck here in the early going of the second quarter as they score another basket. And it's now 12-10. Full timeout called. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. So the same lineup on the floor for Mamaroneck.
And I think Coach White, he didn't like the energy from his team coming out to start the second quarter, so he called a quick timeout a minute into the quarter. He changed up the defense, so now in a 1-2-2, and it's a near three hit from Zangini in the corner. Sarkozy gets the rebound and cut back.
I gotta say, I like the three attempt from Zangini. It shows the confidence that he has. May not have been such an advisable shot in that moment, but they ended up getting the rebound and scoring. Baseline shot coming back by Hamilton, stretches it back to a 14-12 lead as Renner swings it around. Zangini once again looking for his shot, cannot find it. McIntyre out to Zangini, picks up his pivot foot, unfortunately, and a travel is the call on Mamaroneck as Tommy Martin comes in for Ethan Renner, moving McIntyre over to the point.
Yeah, that was a good call from the official. Zangini just a little bit too quick on that pump fake and dribble drive. And Alexander Hamilton doing a good job of closing out.
Possibly the most common mistake made by a high school basketball player is to pick up that pivot foot before putting the ball on the ground after the pump fake. Plunkett comes out to stop the fast break, and McIntyre steps in the passing lane. Now he's charging the other way, gets it over to Zangini, goes straight to the rim. Shot is blocked, but he is fouled and will go to the line for two.
Yeah, I think that was a clean block from Brandon Harris.
I think he might have gotten bodied by the other player, but nope, they called the foul on Brandon Harris, and he's a little dumbfounded by that call. There was contact underneath, so I think the foul call was correct. However, I think they found the wrong culprit. We'll see if that ends up coming into play later in the game with foul trouble on Harris.
Harris was like one of the best scorers for Alexander Hamilton. So we'll see how that plays out.
Plunkett is now subbed out for Shane Smith. Zangini looking to try and convert the second free throw. A little too strong. And a loose ball foul called. So that's his first foul of the game, the team's second. No foul trouble for either side so far, as it remains 14-12 with 5:55 remaining in the first half. Sharkazy tries to challenge Napoli, but Napoli able to sky a little higher and get that off glass to extend it back to a 4-point lead.
I think the key for Mamaroneck's offense is going to be to feed Will Sharkazy down low, because he's the biggest guy on the court and he needs to be fed the ball. And he can make plays. The offense needs to go through him. Tommy Martin scores.
Great English on the shot by Tommy Martin. He felt the pressure from the lane, able to double clutch and spin the ball in.
And Sharkazy, he doesn't have to necessarily score, but once the defense collapses on him, he can kick the ball out and there'll be open shots for everyone.
Great job ripping down the rebound there. Sharkisy, here comes Zangini with the left hand. A little too soft, and it ricochets off the rim. Here comes Alexander Hamilton the other way, but the turnover by Herring has McIntyre bringing it the other way after the steal by Smith.
So the pressure from Mamaroneck coming in handy a couple times here in the second quarter. They've got 3 or 4 turnovers against Alexander Hamilton. And that looked like a foul.
Sharkisy from the free throw line rattles it home. And the score is tied again.
He's such a threat. He can play down low, he can play mid-range, and he can stretch it out to the 3.
Open 3 from the corner by Daniel Barrera, and he drains it.
Daniel Barrera, he definitely has some hops too. I seen him in the warm-ups and he was throwing it down. So we'll see if he gets one here tonight.
McIntyre brings it to the top, gets it over to Zangini, inside to Smith, over to Sharkisy once again, and the free throw line extended is good for Sharkisy.
Feed him. Feed him. That's your best bet right now.
They don't have an answer for the big man for Mamaroneck so far, as Alexander Hamilton moves the ball around the three-point line. Napoli now lining it up. The shot too strong, and Zangini with the rebound. Tommy Martin now for 3. No good. Zangini with his second foul. Good attempt there, but maybe a poor decision as he didn't have any position there to try and get that loose ball.
That might have been a premature shot from Tommy Martin. A good shot to try and get in rhythm, but he had Sharkisy down there on the post.
You're going to struggle with that all night, aren't you, Elijah? That's all right. You will be the 10,000th person to butcher Will Sharkisy's name.
Will Sharkisy.
He is a shark, just think of it that way. Oh, pass to Napoli in the corner. He's able to track it down. And now the pass out. They close out well. Ethan Renner tries to steal the ball from Bond. And there is Brandon Harris to settle things down. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 3 minutes left in the half. 19-18 lead for Alexander Hamilton. As Bond has the shot blocked. The follow is no good by Barrera, but Napoli with the putback is no good, and he is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
Not a lot of fouls called here in this game. The referee's really letting them play. As we're already down to 2:50 left in the second quarter.
Great point, Elijah. When you think about the physicality that has happened so far in the first half, to realize that there are only 7 fouls between the two teams is kind of remarkable when you consider that fact. And Ryan McIntyre comes in for Gavin Zangini as Coach Carver wisely pulling the captain off the floor. He has 2 fouls. He doesn't want him picking up a third here before halftime.
Yeah, I agree with that move. His team's still in the game, and he's definitely going to need his captain for the second half. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to sneak him back in with maybe a minute and a half left to go.
If they get a stoppage in offensive play, that would be a wise call. McIntyre with a nice job, dribbling inside, the ball rattles in and out. Oh, and they call the offensive foul.
I don't quite get that one.
I mean, he leaned into the defender, but they call traveling. Okay, traveling is the call. Don't really see that one either. I didn't see him shuffle his pivot foot as he went up for the shot. Great job by Sharkisy, picking that pass off. Tries to pass it up to McIntyre as he was flying out of bounds after the interception, but the ball goes out of bounds itself. So Alexander Hamilton will retain possession. 2:30 remaining in the first half. Mamaroneck trails 21-18.
Alexander Hamilton relying a lot on their speed here as they're undersized. And I think Mamaroneck, they can really start abusing them on the boards. With Shane Smith, the rebounding specialist, as well as Will Sharkisy, they really work their inside-outside game. I think they could take control of this game that way.
Good defensive strategy by Shane Smith there, not trying to intercept the ball, but instead going to play the man. He just overplayed a little bit, ended up in his grill, and committed the foul with the body. So the pass goes up to Bond. He quickly gets it over to Napoli. Napoli over to Barrera, and they continue to move the ball around the outside. Bond doubled up top, and then Barrera with the three, no good. McIntyre steals the rebound from Shane Smith, gets it up to Renner. Renner around the back. Oh, with the fancy move, gets it up on the rim, no good.
Good move by Renner. He got the separation, kept the ball away from the defender, just couldn't finish there.
Barrera gets it back out over to Bond, and now to the other side to Harris. Here's Barrera in the lane, swatted by Sarkozy. McIntyre settles it in the front court. Skip pass over to Tommy Martin. He thinks about the shot, swings it. There's Renner from the corner. Three-pointer is good. Ties the game with 1:28 remaining.
Turns out to be a good pass from McIntyre. I thought maybe he should have shot the shot, but he decided to give the extra pass, and it turned out to be a three for Ethan Renner.
Renner, having a real sense of the moment, knows that the three-pointer is there for him, takes it and makes it. There is Harris feeding it over to Bond. They're swinging it back and forth, this time getting it down to Clerge. No good. And Renner brings it up after the rebound by Sarkozy. 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pass over to Renner. He thinks about passing and then dribbles it inside. Tommy Martin passes it off of Bond, knocked out of bounds. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 41.3 on the game clock here in the first half. Tie score at 21.
It's still a very low-scoring game. Both teams playing great defensively. Alexander Hamilton trapping the corners hard, and any of the trap zones that they can get Mamaroneck into. So we'll see how Coach Carver decides to adjust that when we get to the second half.
Sarkozy dribbles the baseline. The shot is up and in, but they wave it off. The offensive foul. There is no interior circle in high school basketball, but you can hear the cat calls from the crowd as they felt that the defender stepped in front of Sarkozy after he left his feet.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like Sarkozy was already in the air.
Savage a little unsure of what to do there, but he's able to get it over to his teammate, and now Harris holds on to it with 15 seconds on the game clock. The shot clock is off, and now Coach Wright offensive foul charge call. I like the gamesmanship by the student section of Mamaroneck, counting down from 5 when there was still 9 seconds left on the game clock.
Yeah, that's a common tactic by the home team fans. So a good job, and I think it would have got Barrera.
Yeah, he was looking to shoot, definitely.
Right.
6.4 left in the half. Ethan Renner to inbound. Gets it to Zangini, a little behind, and it's taken away by Barrera. Gets it over to Harris, the three-pointer at the buzzer. Off the backboard, no good. And it will end the first half in a tie at 21. Fantastic first half action here in the Palmer Gym at Mamaroneck High School. Elijah Ware and Steven Astis for LMC Varsity Sports will be back with second half action right in a moment. So we're back for the second half action here at Mamaroneck High School. It seems, Elijah, that Mamaroneck really had a good hop in their step. I was wondering what kind of confidence level they would have coming into this game, having lost 3 straight. But it seems like they're playing with a very high confidence level.
Yeah, these teams not necessarily going in opposite directions, but as of late, Mamaroneck on the losing end and Hamilton on the winning end. So both teams really have something to play for. Hamilton wants to keep winning, Mamaroneck wants to stop losing.
Alexander Hamilton, a Class D school, but very athletic with a lot of size. There is Barrera for 3, no good. Shane Smith with the rebound. Here comes Renner the other way. Down to Sharkazy, back out to Renner. They'll start it up again. Oh, and he lost the ball and then tapped it out.
Yeah, bad unforced turnover there. Possessions in this game are vital as scoring is coming scarce. So both teams will have to protect the ball and continue to play good, strong defense.
Renner and Carver both thought that call was missed, but the referees convened and decided that they had it correct. There is Klurge with the ball up top, gets it over to Harris. Napoli with the inlet pass. Doesn't get there as Zengini is able to tap it away, or actually I think that was Sharkazy tapping the ball away. Hamilton will keep possession. 16 on the shot clock. Pass all the way out to the top to Barrera. Dribbles and passes over to Savage. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, it looks like Klurge is going to take an extra step. Not called. He gets the ball over to Barrera, and then he dribbles it out of bounds. Timeout called. 30-second timeout by Coach Kevin Wright for Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, he calls an early timeout here again to start the quarter. So I'm thinking that he wants to talk to his team and get them in a flow offensively, get them to run their motion offense, get some guys screening, and get some people flashing into the paint. The high post has been wide open, but they've yet to exploit it. And they have no real big guys willing to go inside in the paint around the high post area. So we'll see if they start to try to exploit that area and catch Mamaroneck off guard.
It did seem like they were just sort of floating the ball around up top, and they weren't really running any sort of set offense. And I think Coach Wright wanted to get their mind right and make sure that they started executing what he wanted. Mamaroneck able to break the press easily. Zengini has it on the wing, gets it over to Smith. The ball swings around to Sharkazy. Back out to Renner, and they swing it once again. Zengini drives the lane, goes up off the glass, and he is fouled and will go to the line for two.
Tyrese Klurge got up for that one. I thought that was another clean block, but I think he got him with the body down low.
Jordan from Belgium. It's his second, team first.
Number 32, Belcher on the foul, the team first in the second half. Zengini short with the free throw. Free throw shooting has been their Achilles heel in the past couple of losses. They've gotten to the line plenty, but they have not been able to knock down the free throws. They're going to need them here in order to stay in this game.
Yeah, free throws will be very important. Mamaroneck struggles at the free throw line, while Alexander Hamilton comes in this game shooting 78%. And oftentimes in a close game, that's the difference.
Barrera drives inside. No call as he runs Tommy Martin over. Shane Smith a little quick with that outlet pass. Luckily, Renner able to get it back to him, and now they're running their offense. Sharkazy has it. Renner from the corner. Splash with the three.
Great job from Ethan Renner. He passed the ball inside. He relocated, got to the corner. Sharkazy found him for the wide open three.
It's an interesting quandary that Renner has. He's such a good shooter, but he wants to create for his teammates. There are times where he's got to find a shot, and so far today he's been able to do it as Napoli goes off the glass. I did not hear him call it, but it counts just the same.
Yeah,
so 24-3 for Mamaroneck.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a little too early to call game.
Great job on the shot there by Shane Smith. The pass from Zengini as they take a 26-23 lead.
So this may be the largest lead from Mamaroneck so far in this game. So they've come out here attacking the basket to start this third quarter. And they're doing a great job, still playing good, strong defense, only giving up 2 points in 3 minutes.
Well, remember, Mamaroneck did jump out to a quick lead to start the game, but ever since then, it has been a battle back and forth, and it definitely has felt like a long while since they've had a lead of more than one. Hamilton now driving baseline themselves. Shane Smith goes up,
And I think Coach Carver switching to the 2-3 has really helped his team because now they're able to get the rebound and really get out and run and get some easy baskets.
Good job by McIntyre knocking that ball away, but they call a foul. Oh, tough play as the ball was loose and they both jumped in the air. And the ref is hearing it from the crowd.
And that would be the third on Renner?
That was McIntyre on the foul, his second. The referees tonight, that was John Trotta on the call. Howard Green is the other official. As Hamilton brings it into the front court. Klurge now pulls up, goes glass, no good. Smith with another rebound, and here comes Renner the other way. Going coast to coast, lays it up, no good. Sharkisy had hit the deck. And they call a loose foul on Zangini this time, his third.
Klurge is down, writhing in pain. I hope he's all right. He went straight down after that last play.
Injury timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. Tyrese Klurge seemed to have injured his right ankle rather badly. He's now on the bench being treated by Mamaroneck's trainer. There were some words exchanged between the official Howard Green and Coach Tyrone Carver as it seemed that the referee was still down at this end of the floor tending to the injured player, and Sharkisy was fouled at the other end, and they didn't see it because there was only one official down at that end.
Yeah, I thought Coach Wright and Coach Carver were about to get into it. That's why the official had to step in. I'm not sure what happened there. This is Barrera. He drives to the basket, nearly gets the air one.
And Sharkisy draws the charge. Finally a call going Mamaroneck's way as Barrera drives the lane and runs Sharkisy over, committing the offensive foul. Mamaroneck still with the 26-23 lead, 4:15 remaining in the third.
You can really feel the tide turning here in this third quarter as Mamaroneck is in control by 3. But you can feel the energy is definitely on their side. So we'll see how they stay together and work towards the fourth quarter.
Plunkett is fouled down low. He had the shot, didn't want to turn over his right shoulder, and he's hearing it from Coach Carver. He had the lane, and he was trying to go the other way. Good inbound inlet pass by Shane Smith there. McIntyre will inbound. He's got Renner in the corner. Tries to get it to Plunkett. It is knocked away by Harris, who now brings it the other way for Alexander Hamilton. Harris now tries to drive on Sharkisy. Good play designed by Hamilton as Napoli gets it out to the three-point shooter, but the shot is no good. Plunkett brings the rebound down and now has it on the other end. Shane Smith gets it into Sharkisy. He turns over the right shoulder and scores over Napoli to extend it to a 5-point lead.
That could be all day if they really wanted to.
Sharkisy has had that shot all day, as you pointed out, Elijah. A little bit of a ward off there by Savage, not called. Renner with the rebound. He brings it the other way. Gets it over to Plunkett. They swing it to McIntyre. He's looking for Sharkisy down low. Sharkisy fights off the double team. The shot is blocked. Renner now for 3. Splash with the 3. 31-23 and a timeout call by Coach Wright.
Turn up. Mamaroneck really turning it up here in this third quarter. Now up by 8. And that was a big shot from Renner.
We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. Mamaroneck breaks the huddle. Hamilton already out on the floor. 2:55 remaining in the third. As we mentioned as we were discussing during the timeout, Elijah, it really does seem like the refs have good control of the action here. Some questionable calls, but all in all, it's been an aggressive game and they've let them play.
Yeah, and I like it. This is a tournament game. It's a lot of energy in the building, so they let them play a little bit. So I like it.
Plunkett, Sharkisy, and Smith down low. Renner and McIntyre up top for Mamaroneck. Shane closes out on Barrera. Good job of defense by Mamaroneck. McIntyre holding on to his man. Too strong on the shot is Savage. Sharkey with the rebound. Here comes Renner the other way. Down low to Plunkett. He goes over his left shoulder and lays it in with the hook.
All the momentum with Mamaroneck right now. And out is near backcourt.
Great job of trapping there by Mamaroneck and almost causing the backcourt there. But Herring able to get the ball over to Harris. Now Savage with it out up top. Ryan McIntyre, the sophomore phenom, playing him tight.
You can see the potential in Jalen Savage's game when he's been off here tonight. He's been getting to the basket but can't finish.
There is Savage going to the free throw line and drains the tough pull-up jumper. Finally getting some points back for Alexander Hamilton.
Renner doing a good job of controlling the team as that one goes through Sharkey's hands. But Ethan Renner doing a good job of controlling his team. They're playing at a great pace for them, and that's why they have this 33-25 lead.
And the fan favorite, Aiden French, coming on along with Tommy Martin to spell Sharkey. Make sure he doesn't get in foul trouble, and to help down low on defense, Aiden French is the Section 1 Class 2 AA lineman of the year for 2018. Savage goes down. Oh, they call the foul and the shot on McIntyre. Called blocking there. Felt that he had position, but apparently he stepped in after Savage went up with the shot.
Yeah, I don't know if I talked Jalen Savage up, but he has 2 back-to-back buckets and a chance for an and 1 here. So hopefully we didn't wake a sleeping giant. He's just a freshman.
Savage short and lane violation on the shooter. He saw that it was short. He tried to get in there as he didn't have any of his teammates there to rebound and thought he would be able to steal the offensive rebound from Plunkett. Ethan Renner coming back in for McIntyre, who looks a little bit gimpy after that blocking foul was called on him. He limps over to the bench. 6-point lead here with just over a minute left in the third quarter. Tommy Martin has it on the right wing. Gets it back over to Renner, down low to Plunkett. Shane Smith has it. They move the ball around the outside. Here's a 3 from Renner. 2 off the front of the rim. And here comes Hamilton the other way.
Hamilton, they've really been struggling to get anything going towards the basket, as the perimeter defense from Mamaroneck has been superb here in this third quarter.
Too strong there by Herring. 35 seconds left. Renner, thinking about the coast-to-coast action, decides to pull it out. 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plunkett too strong. Oh, Shane Smith with the rebound. And they will hold it for the final shot. Only 6 points scored by Alexander Hamilton here in the third period, which has given Mamaroneck the opportunity to extend a lead. 3-pointer from Renner is no good. 4 seconds left. Napoli dribbles to half court. Shot off the backboard and no good. So at the end of the third, it is Mamaroneck 33, Alexander Hamilton 27. Elijah Ware will be back with the fourth quarter call here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Back here for the fourth quarter, I'm Elijah Ware alongside Steven Astis, and Ethan Renner gets this inbound as he gets it across the timeline. And a strong third quarter from Mamaroneck, Steve.
Yes, and Aiden French still out on the floor for Sharkey. 3-pointer from Thomas Plunkett.
So Plunkett misses that one, but the offensive rebound comes down to Aiden French, and the Tigers reset. So it's Renner up top as he looks for a crease. And that was a nice little cross pick that we seen in the third quarter as Ethan Renner missed that 3. But Mamaroneck's offense really coming together there in the third quarter. And this is Plunkett inside as he gets another 2. And his offense has really come alive as he has about 6 points in the last 2 minutes.
I love this coaching strategy by Coach Carver to have French out there to spell Sarkozy.
So Jalen Savage airballs that one, outletted to Renner. He gets it across, and a timeout called by Coach Carver as he wants to take advantage.
And I gotta tell you, Elijah, to continue that thought, it allows Thomas Plunkett to realize he becomes the offensive threat down low, and he's a fantastic scorer around the basket, able to go either direction, despite that one call where Carver got on him for not going over his right shoulder. He's able to go in several directions, very nimble, great footwork around the basket, and having Aiden French there along with Shane Smith to rebound is a great strategy, and it, as I said, spells Sarkozy. They can bring him in fresh for the late stages of this game.
Right, Alexander Hamilton very undersized as opposed to Mamaroneck. They have Sarkozy, who's getting his win right now, and he'll probably come back in around the 5-4 minute mark. So this game is definitely in Mamaroneck's control. And it's Shane Smith out top. He swings it to Renner, who's down low, back up to Shane Smith. This one over to Zangini. He tries to drive, looks for a lane. This one swung around the top, over to Renner. He pump fakes, kicks it out to Zangini. He had a shot, he passed up on it. And this is now Plunkett as he kicks it out to Zangini, over to Renner for three. And this is up and in. Ethan Renner. Whenever it's time for him to shoot, you know it's a chance for it to go in.
Like I said, Elijah, a great sense of the moment, knowing the clock and when to shoot.
So it's now Harris up top as he spins, gets into the lane, and he nearly traveled. But it'll be Aiden French called for a foul, and Brandon Harris will be at the line shooting two.
He got bailed out on that foul call there as he was not ready to shoot, and it really didn't look like French got too much of him, and he played great defense up until that final microsecond and just got a little piece of him to cause the foul.
So although it's a free throw, you're still here with the Mamaroneck fans counting down.
Playing those mind games with the player any way they can get in his head, and you know it's going to get even louder now.
And they're loving it. Harris plays the first, and he glances over at the Mamaroneck fans.
He had something to say there as well. So you know they were in his head, but he did a great job of draining that second free throw.
This is Zangini going to the rack, and he gets this one in with the left hand. And Mamaroneck is back up by 12. A strong take to the basket by Zangini. And this is a double foul. And the ref, and I believe that's Mr. Howie Green, who's very adamant about throwing both players out if they keep it up. So they were definitely playing some games, getting a little too aggressive for Mr. Green.
I think the statement was, I see that again, you're both out of here.
Right. This is a steal by a number of Mamaroneck defenders, and it comes to Plunkett, and he passes to Renner. Renner over to Zangini in the corner for three. This one misses, but the rebound and outlet to Plunkett, and Renner will reset.
And he was clearly fouled on that three-pointer, but Mr. Green did not feel like calling it that time.
So this is Sarkozy for a nice little short shot, and that's a tough shot there, Steve. And we've talked about before, but Sarkozy
And did it again. That, the three-pointer from the corner, they say, is the best shot in basketball. Good shot there by Savage, but that mid-range baseline jumper is probably one of the toughest.
Right, you can't play the glass, and it's a very tough shot.
The depth perception, everything about it becomes difficult.
And it's now Zangini driving in. He pump fakes, goes up, and misses the layup, but he's fouled. I believe he was fouled by Berea.
So one of the better free throw shooters on the team has been struggling of late from the line. The line has been his worst enemy, really, especially in this game, as he's been playing so well. It wasn't pretty, Elijah, but it went in, and you can see the grin of relief on his face there as he's able to get that one to fall.
Yeah, I think he knows it's been a struggle here lately as he misses the second. And this one is stripped away from Napoli, and this is Zingini as he takes it in with the left hand and gets those 2 points right back.
Shane Smith, Mr. Everyman, pokes it away as Napoli thinks he has it, and then Zingini with a beautiful finger roll to get that basket and extend to a 15-point lead.
Brandon Harris drives in. We can't get any lift on that shot as Plunkett plays some good defense, and this one is over to Zingini in the corner, and he misses. The rebound comes down to Alex Verney, to Sean Herring, and he is fouled. It's actually Jalen Savage who is fouled. And Mamaroneck has a 15-point lead with 4:14 left to go in this fourth quarter. And they've definitely taken control here in the second half.
That is a quintessential heat check shot by Zingini. He had clear space in the corner. Renner saw him from far away, fed him well, and he just didn't have perfect grip on the ball as he shot it.
Yeah, I think Renner and Zingini really complement each other well. Zingini really the attacker and the scorer. Renner playing kind of that Steve Nash type of role.
Absolutely.
And whenever it's time for him to score, he's ready.
There are a lot of shades of Steve Nash in Renner's game.
So Mamaroneck looks to try and break this press by Alexander Hamilton. They get it across the timeline to the high post of Shane Smith. This one controlled back up top to Renner with 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Ethan Renner, he swings it over to Smith, over to Zingini, down low to Sharkazy. He makes a move, tries to, could have reversed it, but he's called for traveling.
He did shuffle his feet as he tried to gather the ball. I didn't really think he had possession of it at that time, but the ref makes the call and you got to go with it. So it remains a 14-point lead.
Yeah, they're doubling Sharkazy as soon as he gets the ball every time down low. So I think if he's going to make a move, he has to make it quick in order to get a good shot off. Mrs. Harris again as he tries to go to work on Plunkett. And Plunkett's still playing good defense, but this time he's called for the foul. It'll be Brandon Harris at the line shooting 2. 3:37 to go here in this fourth quarter. Mamaroneck a 14-point lead, up 45-31 as Harris tries to cut into it.
Alex Verney now on as a defensive replacement for Zingini to make sure that he doesn't get in any further foul trouble. And now Zingini comes back on for Verney.
One free throw left for Brandon Harris. Harris knocks that one down. There's another nice little play. Sharkazy finds Shane Smith down to Plunkett. He pump fakes, goes up for the layup, and gets 2.
Fantastic jump stop by Plunkett there. He was coming in hot. Shane Smith found him with the pass, able to collect himself without traveling and put the basket in after the pump fake.
This foul will be against Ethan Renner. And Mamaroneck doing a great job here in the second half of breaking the Alexander Hamilton press, as they struggled with it in the first half, but have really found their way here throughout the third quarter and into the fourth quarter.
The student section has been on their feet for the entire fourth quarter, just what Mamaroneck has needed for the energy lift that you've seen here on the floor.
Savage knocks down the first of the 1-and-1.
They can cut it to a 12-point lead here with 3:18 remaining, and they do. So now it behooves Mamaroneck to make sure that they drain the clock while getting a good shot here on offense. They don't want to rush anything.
I'm pretty sure Coach Carver reiterated that to his team, or is about to right now.
Exactly.
As he calls a timeout. So with 3:06 left to go, Mamaroneck up 47-35 here in this fourth quarter. We'll be right back with LMC Varsity Sports. So we're back here after the timeout from Coach Carver as they set up an inbound play. And I'm pretty sure Coach Carver told his team, let's use the clock. Don't make any unforced turnovers.
And let's get out of here with the win with 3 minutes left to go.
Be smart, execute your offense.
They don't use too much of the clock there. And Sarkozy misses the layup.
Well, he did have a point-blank shot.
And this is a charge. And this is against Daniel Barea. And it'll be Mamaroneck basketball.
Crafty play there by the captain, Renner, knowing that Barrera was coming in hard, even though he gave the ball up. All Renner had to do was stop, and Barrera ran him right over.
So this one back to Renner. Over to Plunkett as he finds Smith in the middle. And that's really how you break the shot, get it to the middle of the defense. And Renner is called for traveling as he tried to pump fake, but shuffled his feet.
So here is the defensive switch as Zangini comes off the floor after shuffling his feet there. Unfortunate outcome on that possession. 2:35 remaining, 12-point lead for Mamaroneck.
Alexander Hamilton, Jalen Savage swings it over to Napoli. He makes a move to the basket, kicks it out. And for 3, it's Tashawn Herring, but he misses. And this is an over-the-back call against Barea.
Great job by Plunkett there, choosing to box out rather than reach for the ball. That has been one of their problems throughout this losing streak they've been on, is a lot of reaching for rebounds rather than putting your backside into the hip of the person next to you, which is exactly what Plunkett did there. I'm sure he was coached up to do that at some point in the past couple days of practices, and it really paid dividends there.
And they tried to go deep, but Napoli intercepts this one. He goes to the basket, goes up an air ball. The Savage, and this one is swatted away by Sarkozy. Kicked out to Napoli. He puts up a 3, another air ball, and the rebound comes down to Plunkett as he kicks it out to Shane Smith, and he gets it across the timeline. And wisely, Zangini holds it. Now he stops and pops off the glass. And gets 2.
Great fundamental basketball there from the captain Zangini as he goes into the lane and uses the glass smartly.
And this foul is on the floor.
Called on Renner, his 3rd. He'll be at the line as Mamaroneck is in, as Hamilton is in the bonus, as Mamaroneck's committed their 9th foul of the second half. It'll be 1-1. Renner was looking for the push-off there, but that was not the call.
You know, with Alexander Hamilton being down, the referees are going to be a little more lenient against them. It's just human nature, I guess. As Savage knocks down the first free throw, the next foul against Mamaroneck will put Alexander Hamilton in the double bonus. And with 1:46 left to go, down by 13, Alexander Hamilton is running out of time. Shane Smith gets it across the timeline. He picks up his dribble.
Unless they have a wide open shot, they should not be shooting until there's less than 5 seconds left in the shot clock.
I agree. And this one down low to Sarkozy as he goes up, and he's fouled by Napoli. Napoli looks around in disbelief, but nonetheless, it'll be Sarkozy at the line shooting 2.
Sarkozy forced the action, really forced the refs to make a call. There was contact. Yes, Napoli did have position, but you cannot move your hands either. And he definitely brought his arms into Sarkozy.
Sarkozy knocks down the first.
These 2 points here are huge for Mamaroneck. Oh, but the offensive rebound even better.
Yes. It's now Renner up top as he looks up at the shot clock and the game clock and is ready to waste some more time. And a great pocket pass to Sarkozy, but missed. But the rebound from Plunkett is missed, and back up by Sarkozy missed. And the rebound comes to Napoli. And it's a near steal from Sarkozy from behind. It's Brandon Harris who tries to spin move. A good defense from Shane Smith as he laughs at Harris.
50 seconds remaining in the game, pretty much in hand. It would take a miracle from Alexander Hamilton.
That one was coming straight for you, Steve.
I have quick hands, but it didn't come all the way to me.
So it's now Harris once again. He looks for a shot.
You heard the chant of "Start the buses" from the student section, as the game is pretty much in hand here.
Aiden Bond up top. Under 30 seconds left to go here. And the rebound comes down to Renner. And he'll dribble it across the timeline up to Plunkett. And that'll just about do it here, as Mamaroneck has a 50-36 lead.
The shot clock is off, so there's no reason to shoot unless Alexander Hamilton fouls.
And it looks like that they won't, as they surrender here, knowing that this game is out of reach. And the fans begin to cheer here at Mamaroneck High School as the Tigers will advance to the championship game against Rhinebeck. And it's going to be a big one, as Ryan got the win earlier. Yeah, against Adelphi, was it, Steve?
Ardsley. Rye was victorious over Ardsley in the early game, so tomorrow's action on the early start due to the weather that is headed our way. So it will be Mamaroneck versus Rye, and I'll be on the call with Charlie McGraw. But before that, we'll be back with our post-game action, post-game interviews, and post-game reaction with Elijah Ware.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with co-captain Gavin Zanghini. Gavin, a fantastic performance by the entire team. You were struggling to find your shot in the first half, but you stuck with it. Tell us what your mindset was coming out of the locker room in the second half.
Well, I mean, when you shoot like that in the first half, it's tough to kind of be able to bounce back and have a good second half, but you got to just kind of find a way to make it a new game, and it was even a tie score, so 21-21, so it's just a new game at that point, new shots, keep getting my rhythm and try to see something falls. I mean, today they didn't fall, but I was able to get to the rim and have some success in the paint today, so I was fortunate enough to do that. We had Ethan hit a couple shots, Will and Plunkett stepped up big, and luckily my teammates had my back and we could get a win today.
You've had some struggles from the line during the losing streak. I saw that grin come across your face as that first free throw fell for you there in the fourth quarter. Tell us how you felt at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had some problems my whole life in the free throw line before this year, and then beginning of this year I was really shooting the ball well from the line, and to really stop was frustrating, and to see one fall was a good moment.
So you've been leading the team in scoring for many of the games throughout the season, but you play great defense when you're not scoring. So how does your mindset change? And you got a couple of fouls in the first half that looked like they were questionable. How do you keep up and keep positive throughout the game?
Yeah, I picked up a couple over-the-back calls in the first half that, whether I agreed with them or not, they were fouls, and I did have to sit for a little bit, but you know, it's always about doing what I can do to help us win and to help rally around my teammates and everyone around me, because if I'm not shooting the ball well or if the ball's not going in, I got to do whatever I can do on the defensive end and even on the bench in terms of enthusiasm and having everyone's back in every aspect of the game, because I can't just be a one-dimensional player. I have to be able to do everything on and off the court for us and try to give us the absolute best chance to win every time I step on the floor.
How was the confidence level of the team coming into this game? You guys had hit a skid after starting out with the strongest start in Coach Carver's career here, 10-0, after a 3-game skid coming in against the talented Alexander Hamilton team.
Yeah, I mean, we've been confident going into every game, even Albertus and Harrison, which were unfortunate losses for us, but we were confident going into both of those games. You know, we had a couple of hard practices where we kind of pushed each other for sure leading up to this Alexander Hamilton game, and I think we were all ready and we all knew that this is as must win as it gets in Section 1 and in basketball, so we really just needed to win, and we needed to some way, somehow, whether it's me, whether it's E, whether it's any of the 13 guys on our team putting the ball in the basket and defending, we were going to have to squeak out a W. It didn't have to be pretty, but we had to get one, and so we could go give Rye a run for their money tomorrow.
I really enjoyed seeing the coaching strategy by Coach Carver, bringing Aiden French in. Talk about your teammate there and your buddy and how he helped the team in the fourth quarter there.
Oh, well, Aiden is one of my boys on the team. He always provides a great physical presence, and more than anything, what people don't see is a great mental presence. He's real positive on the floor. He's real confident. He's real enthusiastic, and he's loud. And he loves his team. He loves this game, even though it's his second sport. And he loves getting out there and competing and banging down low with boys that are not as strong as him to prove that he's the bigger man and that he is superior.
Elijah Ware here with Coach Carver. And Coach, you guys won by 14, but it was a hard-fought game. Tell me what you said to your halftime in order to get your team to pull away. What adjustments did you make in order to come out strong in the third quarter?
We just felt like we wanted to continue to sustain, what we were doing defensively. We wanted to get more rebounds. We wanted to get out and go a little bit more in transition in the second half. And I felt like we did that, which allowed us to get some easy baskets in transition. And then once you see the ball go through the basket a little bit, your confidence starts to build up a little bit. So I think that's what happened for us in the second half. So y'all will be facing Rye tomorrow in the championship game. Tell me what you've seen from them earlier as they played. What do you have to do to win that game tomorrow? Always a very well-coached team. Coach Aguilar does a tremendous job with the Rye. We got to play. We got to play for a full 32 minutes. Again, it starts and ends with our defense. And then offensively, we got to look to attack them so that we can get some easy baskets. So we definitely got to defend. It all starts and ends with our defense tomorrow.
Elijah Ware here with Steve Anastas, and Mamaroneck just came away with a 50-36 victory after a strong second half. And Steve, what do you think the key was to Mamaroneck pulling away against this Alexander Hamilton team?
Ethan Renner did a fantastic job in the second half of finding his shots and running the offense. Thomas Plunkett had some key baskets in the second half, but Gavin Zanghini doing a fantastic job to help the team pull away in the fourth quarter. A really impressive comeback performance for him as he struggled here and there during their losing streak. And I know that he's probably flying high right now.
Yeah, Zanghini had a great game attacking the basket, just making plays for his entire team. Will Sharkazy, I kept saying his name wrong the entire game.
You'll learn eventually.
Right.
He'll make you learn.
But overall, just a great effort from Mamaroneck. It was a close game in the first half. They just kept, plucking away, kept applying pressure, and eventually they came away with the big win.
Alexander Hamilton was doing a really good job in the first half of stifling Mamaroneck's offense. Coach Carver made some really good adjustments in the second half and some great substitutions, bringing Aiden French in for a few rebounds and some solid defense. Shane Smith, as always, doing the random things here or there, the glue guy that really brings the team together, as we've described before. So just an all-around impressive effort, and they go on to play Rye in the championship tomorrow.
So a great team win here from the Mamaroneck Tigers as they move on to the championship round of this Tigers tournament. I'm Elijah Ware here with Steve Anastas, and we're LMC Varsity Sports.